Welcome to TWIN BUSCH Germany, your competent specialist since 1997 in professional vehicle workshop equipment. With a corporate headquarters in Germany and 9 other branches in 7 countries, as well as over 40 sales partners worldwide, we are one of the leading manufacturers of vehicle lifts, wheel balancers, and tire changers. Hello, we will now show you how to assemble the TWIN BUSCH tire changer TWX X-36. Use a pallet truck to move the machine. For the assembly, you will need a sharp knife, a hammer and a rubber mallet, a socket set, a set of open-end and ring spanners, a set of Allen keys, a flat screwdriver and a cross-slot screwdriver, a side cutter and a hook spanner. Open the package with a sharp knife. Remove the wooden slats from the pallet with a hammer, for example. First, remove the loose components. We will now have a look at the accessory parts. Check the package to make sure it is complete. If needed, rotate the machine to its correct position. Read the instructions thoroughly before assembling the machine. The mounting arm can then be removed. Put the mounting arm aside. Use a size 10 socket to remove the machine from the pallet. Lift the machine from the pallet with 2 persons. The mounting arm will be assembled next. Pull out the piston partially with the screw and then remove the screw. Remove the nuts that will later be used to fasten the mounting arm. The washers can be removed more easily with a flat screwdriver. Place the nuts, shims and the screw where they will be handy. Lid the hose that will go under the arm through the corresponding hole. Lift the mounting arm into position. Lid the hose from the mounting arm into the corresponding hole on the machine. Be careful that the hose is not pinched during the arm's placement. Put on the shims and nuts again. Tighten the fastening nuts with the size 17 socket. To connect the mounting arm with the cylinder, first position the piston as exactly as possible. And secure it using the previously removed screw. Tighten the screw with a size 19 socket and a spanner of the same size. Have the bead breaker, a rubber buffer and the plastic protector ready. Loosen the nut on the bead breaker with a size 24 socket. Insert the rubber buffer on the bar. Retighten the nut. Remove the pre-mounted screw on the bead breaker. Screw the bead breaker onto the machine using a size 10 Allen key. Place the shim and nut on and fix the screw with a size 19 spanner. Place the protective cap on the bead breaker. Use a rubber mallet as an aid. The mounting of the protective covers comes next. Remove the retaining screws at the lower rear of the mounting arm with a cross-slot screwdriver. Place the large cover on and screw it down tightly. Remove the single retaining screw at the rear of the pillar and fasten the small protective cover with it. Then mount the protective cover at the top of the pillar, applying the same principle. Assemble the tire inflator now. Loosen the retaining screws on the pillar with a size 5 Allen key. Screw the control unit for the tire inflator onto the pillar. Lead both compressed air hoses from the rear side of the machine up to the control unit. If the tire inflator does not work properly during later operation, the connections of the two hoses have to be changed. For the next step, open the side cover by loosening the two screws with a size 5 Allen key. Have the compressed air tank ready. Remove the nuts from the retaining screws on the machine. You can leave the left screw in the housing to mount the tank directly. Fasten the tank with the washers and nuts. Screw the compressed air hose onto the tank. And tighten it with a size 32 open-end spanner. Then also tighten the retaining screws with a size 17 socket. There is an open end at the pneumatic T-fitting inside the machine. Connect the open hose end from the mounting arm with the open T-fitting. The cover can then be placed on again. The attachment of the help mounting arm follows. Have the long screw ready for the next step. Remove the pre-mounted screw on the back with a size 17 socket. And also place it somewhere handy. The assembly of the first part of the help arm follows. Insert the short screw that was made ready into the retaining plate. And fasten the help arm element loosely on the machine. The previously prepared long screw comes next and is used to fasten the element to the lower part of the machine. Tighten the screw with a size 8 Allen key, but leave it a bit loose until all of the other parts are assembled. All of the screws will be tightened at the end. Repeat the procedure with the upper screw. Next, we will move the pneumatic maintenance unit. Mount the bracket for the pneumatic maintenance unit on the help arm with the pre-mounted screws using a size 4 Allen key. The pneumatic maintenance unit can then be moved to the help arm. Make sure that the hoses are not under tension. The next part is the bottom plate. Remove the pre-mounted screw with a size 17 socket to fasten the bottom plate. And then fix the bottom plate to the machine with the screw. The screw should not be fully tightened here either. The 4 remaining screws will be mounted now. Prepare the tools and the screws with nuts and washers for the next step. The assembly of the help arms pneumatic unit follows. Remove the screw with the washers on top of the unit. Then mount the screw with the shims again. Use a size 16 socket or spanner for tightening. The bottom plate can now be fastened with the 4 screws. All the previously loosely mounted screws can finally be tightened. We now mount the bead press roller. Remove the screw at the end of the bead press. The bead press is simply inserted, as shown here, and secured with a nut and a washer. A size 13 socket is required. The assembly of the locking screw for the bead press follows. This is also simply screwed in. We now come to the assembly of the plate. Remove the retaining pin. And then insert the arm with the plate. Then retighten the nut securely. You will need a size 19 socket and a size 10 Allen key for this. We will now mount the rim press. To do this, remove the Allen screw on the retaining pin. Use a size 10 Allen key. Tighten the first part of the rim press. Use the pin to lock it. And secure it again with the Allen screw. Now screw the joystick onto the control unit. The second arm segment can now be assembled. Remove the lock nut and snap ring on the rim press retaining pin. And insert the arm segment. Then tighten the lock nut with a suitable hook spanner. Then the setting screw will be inserted. It is simply screwed in. Only the head of the rim press is to be mounted now. Remove the screw on the head with a size 5 Allen key. The screw must go through the slot on the piston after being assembled. Set on the head and retighten the screw. The head should continue to move easily. We will displace the compressed air hoses now. Move the hoses behind the help arm. The shortest hose goes up to the cylinder. Remove the nut from the cylinder and put the nut on the open end of the hose. Then insert the hose on the connection and fasten it with the inserted nut. Tighten the connection with a size 13 open-end spanner. The somewhat longer hose is simply inserted into the lower part of the cylinder. And the longest hose goes into the T-fitting of the pneumatic maintenance unit. For the next step, connect a compressed air supply to the machine. Have the spring, the cover cap with a new screw and the protective cover handy. Make sure that the nut on the locking mechanism is not tightened. The nut should be opened approximately 1.5 turns, so that the locking mechanism operates correctly. Use a size 17 spanner for the adjustment. Raise the mounting arm completely and lock it there with the locking button. Remove the transport safety from the mounting arm with a size 8 Allen key. The screw will not be needed again. Mount the spring. Tighten the cap with the new screw with a size 8 Allen key. Put on the protective cap and fix it with a size 5 Allen key and the pre-mounted retaining screws. Mount the ring that serves as a holder for the tire mounting wax. The assembly of your TWX X-36 is now concluded. Connect the machine to the air supply now. Place a rim with the diameter you want on the machine. If later you work with rims that have a significantly smaller diameter, we recommend a corresponding readjustment. Guide the mounting head to the rim. The large glider should rest smoothly on the rim during operation. If this is not the case, loosen the screws to align the head exactly. If the glider fits smoothly on the rim, first fix the position with the side grub screw to prevent accidental adjustment. Then tighten the lower hexagon screw. Finally, the two front grub screws are tightened, so that the set angle is finally adjusted. To change the gliders you need a hammer and a flat screwdriver. Remove the plastic glides with the screwdriver. Remove the small plastic glider. Here we see the two replacement gliders. The plastic glides can be simply tapped in place. Hold the glider in the position it should be hit, and hit him with the hammer. Finished. The pneumatic maintenance unit consists of an air supply, a pressure regulator, a pressure indicator, a condensed water separator, an oil tank, and the oil atomizer. The oil tank and condensed water separator can be unscrewed. Compressed air oil or WD-40 can be refilled in this way, or the condensed water separator can be cleaned. Prior to this procedure, it is absolutely necessary to separate the machine from the compressed air source. We connect the machine to adjust the pressure. If the pressure on the display exceeds 10 bar, turn the pressure regulator until the pressure lowers to 10 bar.